Hello and welcome to the next episode of Funky Fox Gaming. Today I'm going to be carrying on my playthrough of Stellaris, and we left last time where I just colonized this planet or this sector here. Let's have a quick look at that system now before we start the gameplay. So quite a lot of blockers, unfortunately, so I will need to research heavily to get rid of those. But it seems pretty good for the basics. Food, minerals, energy. Looking pretty good there. Now, I can't quite remember. Oh, I do have one of the blockers on the way already, which is the Noxious Swamp. And that will get rid of 6 of the blockers currently in place on that planet, so that's pretty good. Right, let's get this restarted.
Construction complete.
Now, one of the things that I was concentrating on at the time
System survey complete.
was exploring quick and fast, and also grabbing some of the important systems that have high resources, like this Stellaris system here and Parsecs over there, because that's got quite a lot of minerals and research. I think the next one I might need to grab is this Hagawa, because again, quite decent for minerals, and that is something that I need to pick up pretty soon. Now, one unfortunate thing is an AI has set up shop right next door, to the point where we are now touching borders. But the good thing is they have one of these new marauder people right in the middle of their system, or their space I should say. Not having much luck finding some new systems to colonize right now. Do know that I have this one here, but it is only a 13, which isn't great, to be fair. There's quite a lot of empty spaces as well. Habitable World Survey. We now know without a doubt that thriving biosphere is not something unique to Tiller. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. Now, this is always a pretty good one to go for, because you get quite a lot of society research off the back of it.
Situation log updated.
And literally all you have to do is lay your science ships, scan planets.
Construction complete.
So it's something you'd do anyway. So I don't know why you wouldn't get, unless you were desperate for influence. Because if you say no, you do get influence for it.
Special project complete.
Archaeological project completed. The archaeological mission on Stellaris Ep2 has uncovered evidence of what appears to be a failed escape attempt at some distance south of the prison complex. So this is a prison that we found in the last episode. A toppled utility vehicle from the prison was found behind a small cliff. And several kilometers beyond that, the remains of several prisoners in stolen pressure suits were huddled together. They seem to have died from asphyxiation when the oxygen supply in their suits ran out. For whatever reason, the prison authorities evidently saw no reason to collect the bodies. Guess that's why it was such a good prison, because if you left, you died. solar sailor. We've discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Kimathar 2, which is just up here. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. Oh no, they've extended up again. They're expanding a lot faster than I am.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
So now they have researched through the noxious swamps, so I can now clear those on one of my systems. So let's get that started now. So I don't really need food, so I'll leave that one for now. It's minerals mainly. Let's get rid of these two.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
So I've got my energy grid. Let's have assist research on. And I get the final tradition. So that increases my starbase capacity by 2, so it should put up to 5. Yeah. And I also get core sector systems increased by 2. Let's pause that because I'm getting quite a few notifications all at once. So I'm getting 2 core sector systems to my maximum, so I now have 5 available to me. And I get to pick an ascension pack. So I don't plan on going to war anytime soon, so I don't really need this one. I'm not finding the pinch yet, so I don't really need that one. I think probably my main focus really needs to be research, so I'm going to pick research speed plus 10. So I have an election, but I don't really care who comes to power, so I'll abstain. And they've re-elected my current ruler. Okay, so the Ransomers Emergency Buoy. An emergency transmission buoy floats in a gentle orbit around Kimathar 5. Its outer casing is heavily damaged, seemingly by glancing weapons fire or a powerful explosion. It might be a Tillinasian model for civilian ships, designed to be ejected as an emergency measure should the comm system fail, but the extent of the damage makes it impossible to know for certain. It is repeating a weak, distorted signal, so I have the option of cleaning up the transmission or just leaving it as B. I think I will clean up the transmission.
Log updated.
I can research that now, as I have a sailing ship in the vicinity. Let's see what it brings me.
Tile blocker cleared.
The Ransomers SOS. The buoy has been verified as one Tillinasian make, and the signal it's relaying has been stabilized. Let's open comms. Hello, this is the captain of the Luxion, a Tillinasian civilian transport. Former captain, the Luxion is gone. We were boarded by pirates and taken captive before they blew up the ship. Who captured you? I think they call themselves the Ransomers. The ransomeers? At any rate, they're a vile bunch. We'd all be dead already if they didn't think they could get something from us, for us, from the Confederacy of Tiller. I overheard them discussing their demands. So who are the ransomeers? Is that these guys? No, they're the marauders. Let's rescue them. Oh, thank you, Archon. We're being held in some space station, but I have no idea where we are beyond that. I will increase the transmission burst now. It should let you triangulate the location of this prison from the emergency buoy.
Situation log updated.
I think this is going to be a timed one. Oh, maybe not. So where is that? Over there.
Construction complete.
Let's risk it and send my science ship over there. I'm kind of hoping that this science ship along the way to this point will find some planets for me. Oh, and they've increased the borders again.
Initiating tactical retreat.
So I've come across some crystalline entities. Let's research them so I get some bonuses.
Initiating tactical retreat.
More crystalline entities. There's going to be a wall of crystalline entities in this sector here.
Special project complete.
The reports of strangely floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems has been investigated. The ship-size objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate that they should be regarded as hazardous and approached with extreme caution. We should deploy a fleet to gauge the crystals' offensive strength, should they possess any, and destroy them if they are a threat. So I am going to
Situation log
start off the
updated.
study.
Special project complete.
Crystalline entities are unbreakable. The crystalline entities, the name itself is a compromise between rival factions of xenobiologists and xenogeologists on Tiller, are probably alive. An earlier and perhaps more descriptive name for them was silicate animate matter, as they have little in common with biological life. They are solitary beings, each individual crystal sovereign, rarely seen with more than a sentinel and a smaller cohort entity. Aside from the cohort and sentinel clearly being subservient to the sovereign of the group, the subtle nuances of the crystalline entities' socio-hierarchical relationship are lost on us. The entities do not seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognizably older or younger than others. Contrary to an early hypothesis, the shift in hue between individual crystalline entities seems to be related not to their age but to their latent internal charge, which can be violently unleashed. And it appears as though the sporadic fluctuations in this charge alter refractive properties of the crystal. So that actually gives me a crystal sonar modifier to the Empire, which means I can spend 30 energy to instantly survey any crystalline entity when entered. The ransomeer's best laid plans. The pirate base, while fairly inconspicuous, is obvious when you know what to look for. A fleet of confused formations slowly drifts out from behind the repurposed mining complex. They were obviously not expecting company. Hello again, Archon. I take it Tillanesian ships are the cause of all this commotion. Our hosts seem about ready to leave their post. Boarding this place would probably end badly for everyone involved. But if you attack the base directly, I think we can make a break for one of the lifeboats. Please try not to blow us up on your way out. So I need to attack the base. Unfortunately, my ships are right down here.
Our science ship has been ambushed. The cowards have destroyed our science ship.
And I've just lost my science ship.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Now, my fleet power compared to theirs was double. So I should be able to destroy it fairly quickly. No doubt I'll run into some kind of issue there.
Construction complete.
Right, there's my science ship. Now I'll have to recruit a new scientist. Let's go for you. And let's get you scanning. So with me having some ships in the nearby orbit, it has revealed 2 other systems that have habitable planets, but they're not cold weather planets,
Construction
unfortunately.
complete.
So the search will have to continue. Oh wow. That's a powerful enemy. 80,000, 87,000. Just from 2 fleets.
System survey complete. Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Let's see if my people can make it out. Picking up the pieces. As the pirate base slowly tears itself apart in a savage chain reaction instigated by our military vessels, the search for the captive crew of Luxium begins. If they made it to a lifeboat, they should be attempting to hail us by now. Hell, no lifeboats, we abandon collapse. I'm smoke and ashes. The kidnapped Tillanesi never made it off the pirate base. We are unable to determine exactly where they met their end. If the lifeboat failed to launch, or if they never made it out of their holding cell, but fact remains they are dead. The Tillanesian people are sure to appreciate the swift actions undertaken by the Archon of the Confederacy of Tilla, but they are also unlikely to soon forget this tragedy. So I get 40 influence. Failed Saviour modified added for 60 months, giving -10 happiness. That's pretty bad. Right, ooh. So Gaia world up there, Arctic, and Alpine. So all of the cold weather planets seem to be miles away from me, which is great. to start searching over this way instead.
Construction complete.
More pirates. They're outside Mira. There. Are they?
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Yes, they are.
Our construction ship has been ambushed.
Don't destroy my construction
System
ship.
survey complete.
It's going to be touch and go whether that survives. Hoping it does. There we go. Attack. Right, just make it. Yes. Although it's still going to get attacked.
Initiating tactical retreat. Scientific breakthrough
With short work
achieved.
of them. Let's go attack the base now.
Initiating tactical retreat.
I must admit the new pirate system isn't something I'm a big fan of. It does tend to crop up a little bit too often.
System survey complete.
So, let's read this first. Oh, it's just the pirate station raided. That's fine by me. So I have found a fallen empire, and they're enigmatic observers, and their message to me is, "Don't break the fourth wall, you clever child, you." A little bit unusual. But yeah, that definitely means that I want to push in the right
Construction
direction,
complete.
which is this way, rather than over this way, because I don't really want to be
System survey
there or there.
complete.
Need to take control of that system. Right, let's send you over this way. Oh, in fact, no. You halt. You need to scan there. So I'm really hoping I come across something good over here, because otherwise,
Construction complete.
otherwise I'm buggered. Crystal ball. The Darkling Memory reports a significant crystalline presence in Tarkham system. Evidently some kind of den, or at least a hub of crystalline activity. Such as it is, Tarkham is home to a crystalline construct unlike any previously encountered. This construct exhibits several properties associated with the crystalline entity, but greatly exaggerated. As long as it remains undisturbed, we can study it remotely from Tiller.
Initiating tactical retreat. Debris analyzed.
Oh wow. Oh. Incoming transmission. Greetings, Tildanessi. As you no doubt know, we Mythfell are dedicated to the study and conservation of all forms of life in the galaxy. We have studied your species and determined that the Confederacy of Tiller is unlikely to last more than a few centuries at best. To ensure the continuation of Tildanessi species, should the worst befall your empire, we would would like to acquire a part of your population for our endangered species preserve. They want me for a zoo. Nice. We will construct a special reservation that perfectly mirrors the natural habitat of your species. It literally is a zoo. And its population will be well taken care of and protected from all harm. So you need not worry on their behalf. So what do you say? Will you contribute to our preserve and safeguard the future of your species? So, they're a fallen empire and I really don't want to piss them off. Considering I've said yes to everything so far, I think I'm going to say no to this because I'm not doing very well. Oh, and I've got riots. Let's just pause it a sec. Got riots and Tiller. Should have said no. On the plus side, they like me now.
Initiating tactical retreat.
Oh god, there's more of them. They're surrounding a Gaia world. I'm starting to worry a little bit that this might be a very short series. Oh, I'm doing really badly.
Construction complete.
Okay, I definitely need to take that system. Oh no, wait, no, cancel. I was going to take Mira. So they don't push into my space too much.
Special project complete.
Scried. We have concluded our remote study of the crystalline construct. The sheer lack of observable behaviour exhibited by these entities makes it difficult to draw any solid conclusions. However, their physiological properties continue to intrigue, and we can now begin to emulate the advanced reconstructive properties observed in the crystalline construct. Ooh, so that gives me tech points towards crystalline forged plating. That's good.
Mission complete.
Nuclear devastation. Our survey of Trajan 3 has revealed that it used to be a pristine continental planet with a mild climate as little as 1,000 years ago. In stark contrast, the atmosphere today is extremely toxic, the surface highly irradiated, and the world has long since lost the ability to support life. We have detected signs that the planet was the scene of an incredibly destructive thermonuclear war waged between factions of a relatively advanced indigenous pre-space civilization. So that gives me, it gives planet, society and engineering research. That's pretty good. Hopefully that system will give some more boons for me. Need to start filling the gaps a little bit now. The worst part about all the happiness is it's making my research take
Construction complete.
One species native to Hadranus 2 has, according to the Darkly Mimru orbiting the planet, achieved a tentative mastery of the planet. Science Officer Sakati proposes that we should monitor their development closely and maybe even help them along if possible. You see, I'm xenophobe, so why would I do that? Well, maybe for food or enslavement. Evil finger pyramid.
Construction complete.
Ah, so we have a tundra world there. So I definitely need to scan that planet. Oh, that system, I should say. Okay, so now I need to decide which tree to go down next. I think considering I'm struggling a little bit, particularly with my sciences, I need to go down Discovery. That'll speed up my scanning for expansion later. Yeah, let's go down the Discovery route. So straight away that reduces my anomaly fail risk and anomaly discovery increases my anomaly discovery chance. Ancient survey marker. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Troidum 2. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. It looks like it's 4 minerals. And that's where I'm hopefully going to be colonising soon. Handy. Okay guys, I think I am going to leave it there. I now know where my next target for colonisation is going to be, and that is Troidum up there. It's a relatively small planet that I'll be colonising, but it should help me push out a little bit further into this region here and compete with this AI race here who is currently better than I am. But on the plus side of this session, I have managed to get the Fallen Empire to like me, despite the fact that I am a xenophobe race. Mind you, they are also... no, that's me. Hang on a second. They're xenophiles. That does work in my favour a little bit. Anyway, next time we'll be conquering new space. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.